walk outside and you will hear sound. Not only the sound of traffic, but it's a windy day today when I'm recording, and there's the brush of all these leaves that are just about to turn colors and fall from the trees. The trees are heavy with all of this. So there's sound quality. There's the sound of a voice. There's the annoying whining of a baby or a toddler. There's the booming call of your name over the loudspeaker if you're to go to aisle number 7 to clean up the spill. So we also have these issues of sound quality. We have pitch, we have loudness, volume, we have echo or clear, we have harsh, percussive, and musical. All of these melodic or non-melodic, the rat-tat-tat-tat things scraping, those are qualities of sound that we can notice and we can include in a narrative, in a story that we're writing. So we have eyes, we have ears, we have touch. So we have two kinds of feelings. We have the feelings that we can have with our fingers. Is something smooth? Is something bumpy? You can rub your hands over your cloth, over the stickiness of the counter, over the sweatiness of your skin, all the things that we can feel with the surface of our body. But we also have feelings inside. We use feelings to talk about emotions. We have anger, we have interest, curiosity, fatigue, boredom. All of those emotional feelings are part and parcel of our experience at any moment. How are you feeling right now? Are you curious about what I'm going to say? Are you going, oh, Kirk is going on? Are you rushed or panicked or angry or frustrated at being interrupted from the work that you want to do that the world is calling you away from? Those are all feelings and feeling terms. So I have eyes, I have ears, I have feelings. We've got 2 more senses we can use. We can use the sense of smell. We don't do this very much. In our culture, smells are very often tied to negative things. Oh, he stinks, or the skunk, or the smell of somebody's cooking something too long in the kitchen, or the smell of exhaust. But, sometimes we also have pleasant things. How nice it is to have fresh sheets on our bed or clean clothes. The smell is, he's kind of nice. I like the smell of his hair. She smells good. It's one of the first things people talk about after a date that went really well. Or when we're hungry, the smell of delicious food, that apple pie with cinnamon that's baking, or that lovely smell of Thanksgiving morning if there's turkey roasting in the oven. Smells are very powerful senses. They take us back into our history. They take us back in a very primal way. Different parts of our brain are often stimulated by a grandmother's perfume or the smell of somebody's room. So now I've got 4. I've got eyes, ears, I've got feeling, I've got smell. And last but not least is our tongue. That's my version of somebody's mouth, I guess. I got to work on my cartoons. But we have taste. Certainly, taste comes important in times of food, if that's part of the story or part of a narrative. But taste also, sometimes you wake up with a bad taste in your mouth. When I think of school or when I think of lectures, I often drink coffee, so I have this sort of coffee taste in my mouth that lets me know I'm working, that lets me know I'm in teaching mode. So when we talk about writing stories and how we can elaborate a story essay, we can elaborate with the work of our senses. We could talk about sensory-specific language. You're getting specific when you turn, oh, it was such a good day. Well, to turn that into sensory specific language, you would want to work through, oh, it was such a good day. The bright blue sky and the sunshine and that could feel that breeze with just a touch of warm salt water. I could feel I was on the edge of the beach and I could hear that thump 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 of the party that was going on around the edge of the park. And as I go down and I tell you about the hot dog I was eating, and I tell you about the smell of the salt and the thump 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 of the reggaeton that was beating over at the rave down the park, you get a much richer sense of what I find good and what was good about that specific day. So it's fun to do when you're thinking through stories of back. We have to use our imagination sometimes. If it's an old story, we weren't there, we can use our imagination to create the five senses for the readers. But when it's your own story in your own life, it's so lovely to go back and sort of take a sense inventory. So your work this week is to write essay number 5. It's another family story, but as you write this story, I want you to be specially aware of adding sensory specifics as you're drafting. Let us know about the context that it's happening, the world where the story is happening. Let us know specific details as you tell the plots, the action as you go through the story, and look for places where you can use eyes or sounds or taste or smell or feeling or gut to add information that will help your readers appreciate the importance of the story as much as you do. Sensory specific language.